Imagine a world where justice was not blind but brutally unequal. In colonial Africa, criminal law became a weapon of oppression, designed to protect settler property, enforce labor, and maintain racial hierarchy. From the Congo Free State to British Tanganyika, colonial regimes reshaped African societies through violence, punishment, and control. Colonial prisons expanded across Africa, becoming tools of labor extraction and political repression. In Sierra Leone, prison-like institutions existed as early as 1812, spreading with the formation of former colonies. Whipping, forced labor, and public executions were common punishments, often harsher than those in European metropoles. The Congo Free State under King Leopold II of Belgium stands as one of the most infamous examples of colonial violence. Millions died, villages were destroyed, and mutilations, including amputations, became routine. Colonial criminal justice was also about labor control. Prisons became part of forced labor systems, justifying harsh punishments as reform while extracting wealth and building infrastructure. Before colonial rule, Africa had functioning criminal justice systems. Empires like Songhai in West Africa had organized, dual legal frameworks that combined customary, Islamic, and royal justice. Colonial powers claimed to introduce law and order, but they undermined existing systems to impose their own punitive regimes. Lesser-known details reveal how colonial prisons targeted political resistance. Africans were imprisoned for protesting taxes, resisting forced labor, opposing land seizure, and supporting independence movements. Criminal law policed mobility and labor, enforcing pass laws, vagrancy laws, and contract enforcement laws that forced Africans into mines, plantations, and public works. Colonial states created legal categories like Europeans, natives, and Asiatics, allowing them to punish Africans more harshly. Public punishments were designed to terrorize, humiliate, and enforce obedience through fear. Child labor and family coercion were tied to punishment systems, with villages raided and chiefs coerced to meet labor quotas. The civilizing mission rhetoric concealed violent criminal regimes. Colonial states claimed to end slavery and bring law but imposed new systems of coercion, expanded slavery-like labor, and extracted wealth through violence. Some colonial legal systems selectively incorporated Islamic and customary law to strengthen colonial rule. The historical impact of colonial criminal law is profound. It helped build the colonial state, racialized justice, and tied violence to economic extraction. Post-colonial African states inherited police structures, prison systems, and criminal codes shaped by colonial history. Colonial violence caused population loss, displacement, famine, and social fragmentation, leaving deep demographic and social damage. Modern connections reveal how colonial crime history influences today's struggles. Police legitimacy problems, emergency laws, and prison overcrowding trace back to colonial systems. Conflicts over land, labor, and movement often echo colonial governance. Reparations movements increasingly frame colonialism as a crime requiring acknowledgement, apology, and restitution. Controversies and suppressed history surround the civilizing mission narrative. Official rhetoric about law and progress contrasts with actual violence, coercion, and racialized repression. Undercounting of deaths in colonial atrocities remains disputed, with incomplete records and concealed abuses leading to political disputes over numbers. The history of colonial crimes in Africa is not just a story of the past but a foundation for understanding today's justice struggles. It is a call to acknowledge suppressed histories, confront legacies of violence, and seek reparative justice for the crimes left unpunished.